Hello everyone and welcome. Today's video is about a product that I've been wanting to test out for a while, and now that I have it, I want to share it with you all. So you might be asking yourself, what product do you want to share with us, Angelo? Well, I'm glad you asked. That product is a 4-port HDMI switch, and I'm going to show you exactly what the product is and how it works. So what this 4-port HDMI switch will do for me and for you is allow 4 HDMI devices to plug into this one box with an additional port that goes from the box to the TV, making it the master cable, and it will allow you to cycle through any 4 HDMI device that you want at your own leisure time. So I got this HDMI switch for just under 25 bucks on Amazon. Awesome. However, it is unavailable right now, and it was available at the time I purchased it. So if you check the link, you can maybe keep a lookout whenever it becomes available again. But if you want to see all the product details and the screenshots they have, it's laid out very nicely and very easy to follow. So before we go any further, I think it's time to see what's in the box so you guys all know what I'm talking about. So this is the box. This is what's in the box. The first thing we see is the 4-port HDMI switch with the output and the 4 input ports, and I'm gonna put that off to the side for now. It comes with a remote. How awesome is that? You're gonna see how fun that's gonna be later. It also comes with a micro USB cable and an adapter, followed by some documentation, which is very easy to follow. And we also have the blue booklet underneath, which has some information on if you would like to do any product testing in the future or reach out to the company. So on the 4-port switch, you have the output. An HDMI cable will go from that to the TV, and the in1, in2, in3, in4 ports will be for your 4 devices that you want hooked up to the switch itself. You will power the device with the micro USB cable. There's also a switch button on the front, and you will see the LEDs light up when the HDMI cables are plugged into its designated device. All right, back in action. I have the 4-port HDMI switch hooked up. I have 4 different devices plugged in: my PlayStation Classic, my Nintendo Switch Dock, 360, and Xbox One. First thing we're gonna do, turn the device on. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this on. And remember, the output goes straight to the TV in any port. The inputs are for your devices, whatever you want to be plugged into the switch itself. So this is the PlayStation Classic starting up right now. And as you can see, we're gonna leave this. I'm actually gonna switch the screen so I can load to my games. We're actually going to put the switch in the dock, which is actually going to be number 2. So I'm actually going to go to number 2, and we should see my switch. There you go. The switch takes a little bit sometimes. Number 3 is going to be my Xbox 360. So it actually just switched. Alright, perfect. Now this is my Xbox One. So I'm actually going to turn that on. And I should be able to switch to number 4 in just a sec. There you go. There needs to be some sort of connection. You can't just have the HDMI plugged in when the device is off. The device has to be plugged in for this to recognize that there's actual power going to it. So my Xbox is turning on, but I can switch freely between any 4 of these devices. We can go back to my PlayStation Classic. My Switch dock is acting up right now. and it does that from time to time. So number 2. So it should hopefully pick up the screen right now. There you go. Again, I'm going to go 3. We'll go back to 1. Back to 4. Now, I know you saw the switch in the beginning on the device. Again, it'll just go in numeric order. Which is convenient if you're close by. Otherwise, you're going to want to use this bad boy at all times. So that's pretty much that for HDMI devices. Now I'm sure someone's gonna ask me, will this work with a non-HDMI device? Can I use some sort of AV to HDMI device to plug into this unit and see if it works? And that's what I'm gonna show you right now. All right, so I powered all my devices down. I have an AV2HDMI adapter, which is good for PlayStation 1, PS2, pretty much any device that uses these 3 cables and to convert to HDMI. So I'm gonna get that set up, and then we're gonna turn the PS2 on and make sure it reads in the HDMI switch. So the adapter I just showed you actually requires a micro USB cable to power the device itself, but that's not a problem. I already have it hooked up. I actually use the HDMI for my PlayStation Classic into the AV to HDMI converter. And now we're gonna turn the TV on, and we're about to turn the PS2 on so that we can see if it works. So the no signal is because the device is not turned on, right? So it recognizes that something is there, but there's no power going to the device to turn it on. So I'm gonna turn it on right now, and then you'll see this. And you can see at the top right, it says AV NTSC. So it's recognizing the AV input going to HDMI output. And that's it. That should work with any AV to HDMI type of device. You know, it'll work with the PlayStation, the PS2. I do have a Nintendo 64. I'm thinking about getting a converter. However, 4 ports might not be enough, but it should be enough for me to have a nice little gaming setup. And although this is not my ideal setup, this will prep me to have a nice setup, and then I will be able to use this little guy to change my consoles on the fly. So that is all. If you really liked this video and you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you want to watch it a second time, be my guest and watch it a second time. Please comment and subscribe, and all my links will be in the description below of everything I've used and all my social media, my Twitch links, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.